It's pretty cool. It's got the, I feel like it's fever, but it's also Iowa, so you get the best of both worlds. I have another one that you'll probably see me wear later on that is even more fever, so just wait for that.
Something wild is brewing in the sneaker world, and it's way bigger than a simple brand switch. Whispers are turning into roars as reports fly that Caitlin Clark, yes, the golden girl of women's hoops, is being lined up for a massive sneaker move. Word is Puma's got their eyes locked on her, and with the help of Tyrese Haliburton and LaMelo Ball, they're making an aggressive push to rip her right out of Nike's clutches.
I'm not giving any teasers though. Like, I don't do that. So wait and see. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe it'll come, maybe it won't come. I don't know. Who knows?
This isn't just some cute endorsement deal. This feels calculated, strategic, dangerous even. Puma's not just asking for a signature shoe. They want Caitlin Clark to lead their empire. And with Haliburton owning Indy's NBA spotlight and Clark commanding the WNBA side, Puma could control the whole city. That's not a move. That's a full-on takeover. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into the drama, the rumors, and the jaw-dropping possibilities surrounding this high-stakes brand war. And before we go any further, hit that like button. Share this with your crew and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, this story is just heating up. The rumors start to boil over.
There you go.
It started like most rumors do, just a few low-key whispers on sneaker blogs and message boards. But now, it's front-page drama. Insiders say Puma's been cooking up a Caitlin Clark sneaker line for months. And with Nike staying weirdly quiet about her branding, some fans are starting to believe Puma's actually got a shot.
There is no one like Caitlin Clark.
So on the shot clock, Clark, a deep three!
You've got to remember, Caitlin Clark is the most talked about rookie in the WNBA right now. She's pulling in record TV numbers, her jersey's flying off shelves, and every brand on earth wants a piece of her. But Nike hasn't given her a signature shoe. That's right, no Clark one. Nothing. Just standard branding. So if Puma's willing to roll out the red carpet, why wouldn't she listen? She listened. Now add in the timing. Haliburton just re-signed with the Pacers and is one of Puma's biggest NBA names. LaMelo Ball's already their style icon. If they're both in Clark's ear, telling her to cash out, show out, and break away from the swoosh, that's pressure Nike probably didn't see coming. Why Puma wants Caitlin more than ever. Let's be honest, Puma's not playing small ball anymore. They've been slowly stacking up talent like a poker player hiding a royal flush. LaMelo Ball was the flashy start, Haliburton gave them credibility, and now they want the queen piece, Caitlin Clark. She's not just another baller, she's a walking brand.
I said I remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with.
The reality is, women's basketball has never been hotter, and Clark is at the center of it all. Her highlight reels trend every night she plays, and her fan base spans from little girls in middle school to die-hard NBA fans. If Puma can lock her down now, they don't just get a signature shoe. They get a cultural movement.
We are shooting for Suey Ford.
From a marketing angle, it's genius. Puma's women's basketball presence is still developing. With Clark, they don't just join the party, they steal the spotlight. And let's not forget, a Clark signature line would sell out instantly. That's not a prediction, that's a fact. The Haliburton connection is no coincidence. Now let's talk Haliburton. This guy isn't just an NBA star. He's the NBA star in Indianapolis. He's young, he's flashy, and he's already deep in the Puma system. You really think it's a coincidence that Puma's biggest male player in Indiana is blowing up just as Caitlin Clark is making waves in the same city? People are starting to connect dots. Haliburton and Clark both have that face of the franchise energy. And when two of the biggest basketball personalities in one city are tied to the same brand, that starts to look like a marketing coup. The kind that doesn't just sell shoes, it shifts the power balance. There's even talk that Haliburton's been quietly encouraging Clark to consider the move. Maybe not directly. He's not jumping on a podcast and screaming, "Join Puma." But behind the scenes, in private convos, the influence is real. These players talk. These brands know what they're doing. And this one smells like a setup that's been months in the making. LaMelo Ball, the Puma playmaker. If Haliburton's the quiet mastermind, LaMelo Ball is the loud enforcer. He's wild, he's unpredictable, and he's the crown jewel of Puma basketball's relaunch. So when fans hear that LaMelo might be involved in this Clark situation, it turns the rumor mill into an inferno. LaMelo's already proven that Puma can do big, bold, and different. His signature shoes are loud, colorful, and unlike anything else on the court. That's the same kind of disruptive energy Caitlin brings to the WNBA. The idea of LaMelo and Clark headlining Puma together? That's a statement. That's chaos. That's viral. There's even chatter that LaMelo's people have been floating ideas around Clark's camp. Custom designs, a rollout strategy, maybe even a co-branded campaign. It all sounds crazy until you realize this is exactly the kind of wild play Puma's been making for years. And now, they're going for the queen. Clark's agent is stirring the pot. Don't sleep on Clark's agent in all of this. Behind every major athlete is someone pulling strings and calculating leverage. And word is, her camp isn't exactly thrilled with Nike's slow branding rollout. Sure, the money's there, but where's the splash? Where's the signature line? Where's the respect? Insiders suggest Clark's agent has been fielding quiet pitches. Puma, Adidas, even some non-sneaker lifestyle brands. But Puma? They're coming in hot. And with Haliburton and LaMelo as examples, Clark's team sees a real offer. Something bold, custom, and unapologetically built around her. It's not just about the bag, it's about the spotlight. Clark's people want her at the front of the line, not buried behind legacy names. If Nike won't make her a priority, they might just walk. And Puma's standing at the door, holding it wide open. Dawn Staley and the vampires theory. Now let's stir the real pot, because drama follows greatness. Caitlin Clark has caught flack from all directions this season. Coaches, players, commentators, and one name that keeps popping up, Dawn Staley. Her cryptic interviews and comments have fueled this idea that Clark isn't just rising, she's threatening the old guard. Some fans say Staley is quietly working with rival brands, playing politics in the background. Others straight up call it sabotage. Backstabbing vampires, one fan wrote. A little extreme? Maybe. But this league has history, and there's tension between the past and the future. And here's the thing. If Clark feels boxed in by the system, Puma could be her escape hatch. A way to flip the table and say, fine, you don't want me? I'll go build my own kingdom. And judging by the buzz online, she wouldn't be building alone. A Clark Puma shoe would break the internet. This is where the rumor turns into fantasy, or maybe prophecy. Imagine the rollout. Bold colors, fearless designs, her signature logo splashed across shelves nationwide. A Caitlin Clark Puma shoe wouldn't just sell, it would break the internet. Sneakerheads are already debating what the Clark one would look like. Would it be slick and serious like her game, or wild and rebellious like LaMelo's kicks? One thing's for sure, it wouldn't be boring. And the demand? Off the charts. You thought her jersey sold fast? Her shoes would be gone in minutes. And here's the twist. This wouldn't just be a women's basketball moment. This would be a sports moment, a cultural shift, a signal that female athletes can drive sneaker culture the same way the guys do. And Puma, of all brands, would be the one leading the charge. Nike is playing defense, and not very well. Let's not pretend Nike's blind. They see the headlines, they hear the rumors. But their silence? That's getting louder by the day. No signature shoe, no aggressive marketing, no clear plan to elevate Caitlin Clark as their next generational icon. This is where Nike usually dominates, but this time, it feels like they got caught sleeping. Maybe they thought Clark would wait. Maybe they underestimated her impact. Either way, they're now on the back foot, and Puma's already running the fast break. If Nike loses Clark, it won't just hurt their WNBA roster, it'll be a PR disaster. Because losing a rookie this early? That's not just a loss. That's a message that someone else saw her value and wasn't afraid to bet the house. The fan base is split down the middle. What's wild is how divided the fans are. Some are ride-or-die Nike loyalists. They say Caitlin should stick with the Jordan brand and help elevate women's basketball from within. But others? They're begging her to bounce, to take the Puma deal and show the world what happens when you bet on yourself. Online debates are getting heated. Is it a sellout move or a smart career decision? Is this about money, respect, or control? Everyone's got a theory and nobody's backing down. It's messy, it's emotional, and that's what makes it so compelling. No matter what she chooses, Clark's decision is going to define the next chapter of her career, and possibly the future of branding in women's sports. That's not just pressure, that's power. Is Puma building a basketball empire? Zoom out for a second. Look at what Puma's doing. LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Haliburton, now possibly Caitlin Clark. That's not a coincidence, that's a strategy. One that's targeting young stars, high-impact players, and game changers. It's not about having the most athletes. It's about having the athletes that make culture move. And if Puma can lock down the men's and women's basketball scenes in one city, Indianapolis, they might have the foundation of a new empire. Clark's signature shoe would just be the beginning. If this rumor turns real, we're talking billboards, apparel lines, youth camps, maybe even full collabs. Puma isn't here to play nice, they're here to win. All eyes on Caitlin. So here we are. The stage is set. The rumors are swirling. The brands are circling. And Caitlin Clark holds all the cards. Will she stay loyal to Nike and hope for the long game? Or will she flip the script, make history, and become the face of Puma basketball? Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure. We're all watching. This isn't just about sneakers. This is about power, legacy, and control. And if she makes that move, it won't just change her story. It'll change the whole game. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Caitlin should go Puma or stick with Nike? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more wild stories, deep dives, and all the sports drama you can handle.